This podcast episode is powered by AfriPods, the world's #1 podcasting platform for African stories.
Welcome to 242, a daily podcast inspired by Acts chapter 2, verse 42. It reads, "They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship, to breaking of bread and to prayer." This is a space where we return to devotion, fellowship, shared life, and prayer. Each day, we reflect on one scripture that calls us back to unity with God and with one another. Wherever you're listening from, you are not alone. Let's begin today's reading. Today's verse is from the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 12, and it reads, "When Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side, one on the other, so that his hands remained steady till sunset." So this scripture, it speaks to teamwork, right? The backstory is that the Israelites were fighting the Amalekites, and Joshua was like the one leading the battle at the time. But there was an instruction that as long as Moses' hands were raised, the Israelites were winning. But anytime his hands comes down, the Amalekites were winning. And so they needed to leave Moses' hands up in the air so that they could win the battle. And of course, the verse after that says then, Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with the sword because Moses' hand was raised. And that was possible because it was like from morning till night, right? From sunrise till sunset. That's a long time to have your hands raised. Can you imagine? Can you really imagine what that means? I've even tried holding on to a cup, even if it's an empty cup or a glass or a half glass cup of water. If you hold on to it, the first couple of minutes, it's okay, it's just a half glass of water. But if you hold on to that for like an hour, you probably almost lose, what's that thing? You will lose the sense of feeling in that hand because your hand gets heavier. So imagine him raising up his hands for the whole day. Sunrise to sunset. That's almost like 12 hours at the least. 12 hours of your hands being raised. My goodness, the blood that would not flow up there. Gosh, that was a lot. But the teamwork came in handy when Aaron, the brother of Moses, and Hur, probably one of the leaders in the time, held Moses' hands up just so that the hands stayed up so they could win the battle. Whose hands are you holding up? And who is holding your own hands? On the days when you are tired, when you can't go on anymore, when you just feel like throwing in the towel, when you just feel like giving up completely, who is there to hold your hands? And who around you is at that point right now, is at the verge of giving up, at the verge of throwing in the towel? How are you helping them hold on? How are you holding them up in prayer, holding them up in support, holding them up in checking up on them, holding them up by listening to them without judgment, without discounting their pains? Who are you holding up with your words, with your prayers, with your love, with your care, with your presence, with your listening ears, with your gift, with your talents, with your time? Who are you holding up, and who is holding you up? 2025 was such a rough and tough year for me. But I'm so grateful to everyone that held me up. In that same year, I was homeless at some point. I had people who took me into their spaces, There are people who allowed me stayed in their house when they were not around, and so I could have, some privacy to myself. There were times I had no food to eat, and there were people who would order groceries for me to okay, just hold up with this. There were people who sent me funds I just feel like I just have a sense let me just send you this small thing out. Do you need anything? There were people who held me up by giving me clothes. Who is holding you up? Who is holding your hands to ensure that you go through that tough time, that rough patch, until you get to the other side? Who is praying for you? Who is checking up on you? Who is listening to you? Who can you pour your heart to in your lowest moment? Think about that today as you go about your day. And if you are on the receiving side, if you are like Moses, who somebody is helping lift their hands up, who somebody is helping hold up, hold on, hold out through a season, please take some time to send a love note to those who are holding you up. And if you are the one holding somebody up in this season, I need you to keep at it. Your labor of love will not go in vain. There is reward for that. So keep at it. And on behalf of the person that you're holding up currently, I want to say thank you. Thank you to you. It's because of people like you that the person you're holding up is not giving up completely, that they're just holding on, looking at you, supporting them and saying, okay, because you're here, because of your prayers, because of your presence, because of your friendship, because of your listening ears, I'll keep trying. I won't give up. I won't throw in the towel. So thank you for holding that person up. And for you whose hand is being held up, thank you for not giving up as well. But please, also appreciate those who are holding your hands up through that season. I hope this scripture today spoke to you. If it did and you have an insight to share with me, please do go ahead and share it. I'd love to hear from you. Until tomorrow, God bless you. Thank you for sharing this moment with me on 242. May this word shape how you live, love, and walk with others today. If this scripture encouraged you, share it with someone in your community. Until tomorrow, remain devoted, stay connected, and keep walking together.
Inaendeshwa na Afripods.